Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your singles love reading. I do them every singles love readings bi-weekly, and the other weeks are married, single, or anything between love readings, just so you know. All right, Aquarius, those of you looking for love, oops, there we go. So I said love, I see a victory, some sort of enlightenment and truth. Yeah, there's been some hurt feelings here. I do think someone's being enlightened. There's been some hurt feelings. Yeah, so someone here longing for love. Someone is reminiscing here. I think it's just a person reminiscing about some hurt and heartache here. Yeah, could be a little jealousy too. Often the Three of Swords is often more jealousy, but yeah, there could be hurt feelings. Yeah, has to do with someone who didn't put in enough effort by the looks of it. Someone's made a decision, a choice. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, with the old and with the new. I think it's just somebody reminiscing. Leaving the past behind. There could be childhood hurt, things like that as well. But it's just all has to do with this truth and enlightenment, a judgment. Someone made a bad decision. They didn't put enough effort in. This person could be jealous now if they are reminiscing. But this is somebody... There's opportunity here, some kind of opportunity, some kind of gathering, get together, some sort of good news coming in. Yeah, it could have been a third party for some of you. Generally, I need to see 3 cards to really back that up. But yeah, it's possible for some people. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's a person seeing truth. This person's going to take an opportunity. It looks like there was a date. Now, I wonder if there's jealousy here. Or someone's a bit worried that someone's going to get out there. I see online dating, social media. What is the Three of Swords? Yeah, it's an energy of change. Now, this is someone who's moved on from this situation. This is an energy of someone closing out a chapter, reminiscing. Now we have this energy of a person coming in. It is about going on a date. Someone's ready to follow their heart. They long for love. It looks like a crush. Wow. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who was holding on to something, keeping themselves stuck. Not budging, giving in, but someone's ready to move. They're moving on. And I feel, if you are that feminine energy, I do see someone with some Libra energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly. We'll see. Let's have a look at the 4. Yeah, see, 2 people who, it's an energy of movement. It's time to close a chapter. Somebody here hasn't let somebody go. I feel like there's a person who hasn't let someone go and they made a bad choice. So I do think it's jealousy. And it could have been because of hurt feelings, or there may have been a third party. But it's about moving on from it. Tell me about this 8 of Pentacles. Could be people who work together. Yeah. So it has to do with the person making a decision. See, it's the energy of someone who wants to lay the foundation. See, laying the foundation. To me, it looks like someone who could be some of you making a decision too, thinking out with the old in with the new, thinking this is someone who isn't going to follow through, but we'll see. It definitely, I do see someone closing a chapter, reminiscing, and I see a new chapter here. Yeah, we got a person who's in their field. Someone here is ready. Whoever it is over a situation. This is someone who is making a decision. So it could be someone who was kind of holding on to somebody, not wanting to let go. But if you have a person, if you are a feminine energy and you've had a person who isn't letting you go, they're holding on to you, they're keeping you stuck, I do think you're going to move on. You got a person coming in. It's someone who just kind of goes with the flow. Yeah, manifesting something new. Yeah, some of you have manifested this. But this person's manifesting you. They have everything they need, the tools, the information. Yeah, mastering the King of Cups too. See, it's about emotional, connecting on an emotional level. Some of you had a person who was keeping you stuck, maybe even manipulating you. But I feel that's being left behind because it is out with the old. But yet at the same time, there's new. So some of you have a person here who is kind of manipulative. They didn't really make any kind of commitment. They haven't followed through. And that's why I feel you have another person coming in. It's a person who sees opportunity. So it wouldn't be surprised if someone knows someone, friends of friends possibly. So this person knows something. Yeah, they're coming in. They're available. Yeah, so there it is, releasing. See, Aquarius, letting go of this person. This is someone who possibly didn't have your best interest at heart, or you just feel like there's not a lot of hope with this person. But it has to do with respect, self-respect too. Yeah, I think you just got a person here who was manipulating. I mean, it's often just mischievous, but they're certainly not following through. That's why I feel you're letting it go. It is what it is. Yeah, you got another person coming in. I do see somebody with some Libra energy. Could be a masculine Aquarius as well, but it has to do with some kind of truth. See, someone here is cutting something out, ending something, but they've learned. This is someone learning something. I think this is someone knows about this person. But this is a person who sees the truth in a situation too. They're wise. Yeah, someone who's learned something here. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Who is this person? Yeah, this is someone who knows that you're single. They are single. They do speak truth. See, it's about self-respect, self-worth. But it's somebody here, it is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. So it's interesting. This is somebody, this is a person coming towards you. I mean, they're taking this opportunity. Yeah. This cards just fell all over. Tell me about this single person. Let me see what comes up there. Yeah, this is someone seeing something here. It's a person who's often unable to move forward, but it's a person taking off the blindfold. Yeah, there's a decision being made. If you had a person who was indecisive, or you're feeling indecisive, unable to make a choice, yeah, it's telling you to look at the situation, take off the blindfold. The person who cooperates, compromise, compatibility. Yeah, someone's learning something. It's a person who has skills. See, it's two people coming together, teaming up. We got two people teaming up here. I feel like you've dealt with someone here who couldn't make up their mind, but whoever it is, it's someone who was kind of stuck, unable to move forward. And that's why I kind of feel it's someone cutting someone out. They're letting something go here. Yeah. Yeah, it has to do with harmony, someone who's not right. So it has to do with being fair. So I wonder if there's someone who made a decision and they're now seeing that they weren't being fair. Yeah. It's often the King of Cups is often an energy of someone who looks at how the other person feels. But I feel there's two energies. There's two people here. One of them is someone who's not fair. They don't come in right. And then you have someone who does. So this is an energy of having to make a decision. Take off the blindfold. Yeah, it's funny because in the Libra energy, it's a similar energy in the Libra reading. See, it's all about being fair, harmony, making a judgment. Somebody judged somebody unfairly. You know, they weren't fair. Or it's just someone who made a bad decision. But I do think they're truth. They're what they were, single. Yeah, it's a person who feels confident with the decision. It's someone letting someone go, releasing maybe even some people, friends, family, letting them go. Ah, I see what's going on. Because there's a lack of faith or something here. Yeah, and there we see it. Some kind of get-together, large gathering, one big happy family. This is someone that this person's making a decision. They feel confident with it. They have self-control, confidence, taming the beast. Yeah, this is someone here. And I do see forgiveness too. There's some sort of forgiveness here with this. Yeah, it is what it is, letting it go. But they still feel like there's this other energy. Yeah, there's a new person coming in. So it's just about leaving it behind. It isn't meant to be. It is what it is. Let it go, Aquarius, is what it's saying. Yeah, it no longer serves. And it could be someone letting go of some people who don't have the other person's best interest at heart, jealousy, third party, or it's someone learning this. And it could be where they come in and expose it all. See everything being exposed and out in the open. This person sees things clearly. So there's clarity here. I see what's going on. Oh yeah, we got the spark, the desire, the attraction. Yeah, I think you've got some of you have a person who's been holding on. They haven't let go and they're jealous because you got a new person coming in. But the person that's coming in, I feel, is wise. I do think they might know this person. Social circle, see, releasing it. Letting some people go here. Tell me about the Strength card. Someone in the social circle, someone who's single. Yeah, it's a person who sees opportunity, 7 of Cups. So yeah, some of you, there definitely could be a third party where someone has other options. So like I say, you're gonna learn something. It's a person who's going to, I feel, tell you truth. That one of these energies doesn't have your best interest at heart. It's not in your best interest. It's someone being protective, someone, a friend, or someone in the social circle. So it's about listening to it too. It's telling you to listen. Okay. Take off the blindfold and see the truth. Now it could be this person learning something and seeing the truth about you, that you have their best interest at heart. See kindness, compassion. See someone's innocent. One of these people, there's an energy of innocence, and someone not so much. They're manipulative. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. See, it's a person losing interest. But it's also the energy of someone wanting to know why. Why? They want to know something. I think this person knows there's interest, that you're interested in them or that you're interested in the other person. I'm not sure who's who. It's difficult with energies with lots of people. Yeah, we have the Empress. There's a lot of desire, a spark. But yeah, I think someone's been holding a torch. Or they think that you're holding a torch for them, Aquarius. Vice versa. It could be either way here, maybe even both of you. But it is about seeing. Somebody's seeing, making a decision, something they didn't see, that you had their best interest at heart. Yeah, I see forgiveness. I think there's someone forgiving you. If this, or you're forgiving them. The Empress can be forgiving. It depends on the situation. Yeah, I do see a reason to celebrate. Somebody with a strong financial foundation, a home. This is someone who has everything they need. This is someone who's manifested to have everything they need to manifest their desire. I feel like you're attracting what you desire to you here. Yeah. Tell me about this 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Speaking up, speaking your mind. See, this is experience, what you're expecting. I feel something maybe didn't turn out as expected, but this is what's happening here. See, raising the bar, having high expectations. You know your worth and value. But it's also about seeing that. Somebody may have been expecting too much from someone too fast. I don't know. No, I think it's just this person. I feel like you're cutting this person out. I do think it's forgiveness. You're letting it go. I do think it's yourself here, the feminine. Yeah. Because it no longer serves. They didn't have your best interest at heart because they're manipulating. But that's, tell me about this King of Cups. This is someone coming in here. Whoops, it flipped right upside down. What is the, oh, it's everywhere. Never mind. Start again. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah, it has to do with stability, someone who's stable. See, it's about two people having each other's best interest at heart, somebody who's loyal, you know, two people who speak up, see, loyal hearts, two people who are wise and very experienced. But I feel it has to do with people who look out for each other. Someone's looking out. Someone's got your back here, I feel. Like, I do think there's a protective energy, but it is about long-term stability, the King of Cups. A partner, someone who's there through thick and thin, long-term stability. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about this person. I feel like this person, yeah, see, weighing the pros and the cons. See, should I or shouldn't I? Now, if there was somebody here juggling too and manipulating, that's definitely where I can see this person being basically cut out. Someone's speaking their mind, kind of letting someone have it here. But the interesting thing that's being learned, yeah, we got the Lovers. See, there, now I see it, making a choice between two. It could be your feminine or the masculine, either or. But like I say, comparing one to the other, nothing compares to the Empress. So the masculine, I feel, is taken off the blindfold to see. Nothing compares to the one. But some of you, you're making this choice, a judgment. I think you've got two people, some of you. Some of you were dealing with a Libra. Some of you were dealing with another Aquarius, a Gemini. Yeah. But it's about releasing things that no longer serve, letting someone go. It is what it is. It isn't meant to be. But this other situation is. This is what's so interesting. Now, you already know the answers you're seeking. If you're making a decision, you already know. It's kind of keeping it all in, keeping things to yourself. I do see two people having a conversation. See, it's about loyalty. The King and Queen of Swords are the energy of those people who have loyal hearts. They're strong, confident, they're capable. This is someone feeling confident with a decision, but what goes on between two people is going to stay between two people. Privacy. Yeah. So there's definitely a person being left behind. It's either a third party or there was hurt feelings, but I do think there's someone here who's jealous and they're going to try to manipulate. So be very careful of any kind of manipulation, whether it's emotional, financial, or they just, you know, I don't see anything drastic because I feel like the Queen of Swords is kind of looking at this, trusting their intuition, seeing the bigger picture, seeing things clearly, making yourself clear. And you know your worth, and that's what I like. But so does this King of Swords. So, yeah. See, someone here, this is where I'm making a decision whether someone's your type. See, learning about your type. And something feels off, it doesn't feel right, you're just going to let it go. Aquarius, that's your gift. That is your gift, is knowing to let things go. It's a way of not carrying baggage into a new situation. Yeah, this person doesn't have your best interest at heart. Yeah, and I do see this energy of, and the interesting thing is some of you have a person thinking you're being that way. So there's this energy of forgiveness here too. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel it's just releasing it, forgiving, not to carry it into another situation. But there's a reason to celebrate. I feel this is just, it's an energy of someone making a decision when they're calm, someone getting out of their head, see, watching your words, kindness, compassion, maybe learning that. Yeah, but also learning that someone's not telling the whole truth. They don't necessarily lie, but they don't always tell you everything. So there may have been a third party. But if it is a situation, yourself comparing one to the other, nothing compares to someone who speaks truth and it is loyal. And I feel that's how someone's seeing the feminine energy here. Yeah, this is an energy of someone making a move. See, gaining momentum, things speeding up. Someone's out of here, been there, done that with this person. Yeah, lessons learned. You've learned. That's good. You might even share some experience with this person. Yeah, you've got an Emperor. Nice. So you have an Emperor coming in. Some Aries energy. Emperor can be anybody. Yeah, see, the Emperor and the Empress, there's nothing that compares. Two people here. See, it's all about choosing the right person, but I do see someone here who's trying to hold on to you, holding a torch. Maybe you're both holding a torch. I don't know. Maybe you know this person for some time. Often this is someone who is holding on to, like holding a torch, holding on, not wanting to let go, but at the same time not giving in. The Empress often will not give in to somebody unless they come in and connect on that emotional level. There's a need for a conversation. It's about this connection. There's a strong connection here. See, it's forming a bond. Two people, there's a physical attraction. But just be very careful of someone who manipulates and they're not telling you everything. Now, for some of you, it's somebody who knows they should have just told you the truth. I do feel both parties were single But there's something that this truth that needs to be expressed here, regardless whether it's a new energy, which I do feel someone taking opportunity. See, people getting together, it's just at someone's home, possibly. Yeah. The Emperor's the one making this happen. So whoever these other people are in the social circle, they're making it happen. And this is someone who's also been there, done that, which I find interesting because you're both right there. But it has to do with someone who connects on the emotional level. One thing I know about the King of Cups, they can be generous with their feelings, but often when it's associated with the King of Swords, so someone who's experienced some things, their swords up, maybe skeptical. They might let you share, do something nice, give a little gift, or do something to show you that they like you. Not everybody expresses themselves the same, especially at first. The swords are up here, but I do see tempering the words. Someone getting, I think both people just getting out of your heads. But there's truth and integrity here. Yeah. And I think it's somebody who knows someone, a mutual friend, knows that someone isn't speaking the truth. They know someone. So there's definitely that person. Yeah, it's over. Someone's stabbing someone in the back. Yeah. Yeah. It's a painful period. See, it's over, whatever this is. I think there's someone here who knows somebody here who hasn't been very honest. They're coming in to tell you, maybe to giving you advice, but we shall see. You got a person coming in who's taken this opportunity to ask you out. And this is what's going on during this time. I mean, this is a whole new cycle. This is about being open to new. The Emperor, the Empress. There's desire, there's an attraction. There's a lot of happiness here. I think some of you are choosing this new person because you're open to new. I don't think you're going to give in to this other person, whoever they are. See, that aha moment, that truth, seeing the truth. You already know the truth. You already know the answers you're seeking. Somebody may have actually even enlightened you and told you something here. Maybe this is why there's some sort of forgiveness here. Yeah, but I still feel been there, done that. Yeah, taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Also, this person up here, they put the shoe on the other foot. They truly care. So they're looking at how the other person feels. So you've got a person who I feel comes in right. Yeah. Someone else obviously didn't. Or they're just, whoever you were dealing with, there may have been a committed relationship. It looks like it's finished though. Yeah, there it is. And we have this energy of someone who's determined to succeed, confident, bold. Somebody feels confident. They're in control of their emotions. They're not ruled by them, but they feel determined that this can succeed. Yeah. So it's about kind of letting go of control a little bit. It's all about harmony and balance, keeping everything balanced. The Empress is balanced. So is the Emperor generally. It's all about balancing head and heart, making decisions, doing what's right for you, looking to make sure someone's right for you before you even get it started. And that's what I feel is happening here. But there's lessons being learned. And I'll tell you, there's two people going to have a conversation here. But if it is this comparing, I'm going to tell you nothing compares. Nothing compares to the Emperor and the Empress. So to me, I see two people choosing each other. The feeling's mutual, but this is what's being left behind. It no longer serves as somebody who's not honest. They don't tell the whole truth. Doesn't always mean, it's often mischievous, just mixed messages, mixed signals. See, somebody who just doesn't want to connect emotionally or tell somebody what they need to know. So it's an energy of not being able to feel safe. See, feeling like you need to protect yourself. You're off to the races here with this. This is beautiful. I mean, this is all about a reason to celebrate. There's beautiful opportunity. This person up here is coming in. Like I say, they're talking, exchanging information with someone, and they're learning something. That's why I feel friend of a friend, a mutual friend, maybe someone they went to school with or they worked with. But it's all turning out happy, happy, happy. Bye for now.